Okay, this video is for Noob World, who's coming up against a lot of physical, stronger players, and some of these players are able to shield the ball very well. And Noob World, right? You're saying you're 5'7", 145, fairly stocky. I think you could improve some strength, some balance, and that will that'll definitely help you prevent injuries, right? Strength and speed are intimately connected, but I don't think if you're 5'7", right? That's a great height. That's a great height. If you want to improve if you improve your skills, right? If you improve your ability to control the ball on the field, and then always make it so that your body's in front of the ball, I think you could get it to a point where your skills are so good that, even if someone's bigger or stronger, if you're quicker with the ball, then they can't touch you. So I would say you got to work to your strengths. Being 5'7", I think you want to spend more time doing skills training with a little bit of balance and strength work, and that way that you could be the most nimble player on the field, and you're not going to be competing against some of these bigger, stronger players in a strength battle. You want to play a game that they can't compete in. So if you're just dicing them up on the field, then you're not competing. You're just running by them, and you're just having fun. So I think one thing that you want to spend some time doing is this dribbling sequence. It goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Right? When you master the sequence, it's going to give you a foundation of dribbling, and it's going to allow you to get your head up. It's going to allow you to make better passes, have more shots on goal, and just get your awareness up, right? Because if your ball control goes up, then your awareness comes up, right? You can pick your head up. You're not focused on where the ball is at my feet. You lift your head up, and now you're seeing the field, and then you could be more, right? You could be more dangerous because your awareness is up, because you've spent the time mastering the simple technique, or the simple sequence. So one more time, it goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. And once you master this, it's gonna combine, right? You can combine it with all the other moves. You could go outside, outside, inside, outside scissor, outside, outside, inside, outside chop, outside, outside, inside, outside step over, outside, outside, inside, outside elbow move. Right? So this is probably the thing that'll help you the most play your own game, and not play strength games, and have a tussle battles. You want to dominate them in the skills. If they're stronger, more physical, you want to stick with something that you can that there's no competition, or much less competition, right? You don't want to play their game. You want to have them try and play your game, which is get the ball from you. And if they can't do that, then you're gonna have a lot of fun. That would be my step one. Step two: if you work on, right, it's probably the most underrated thing that you could possibly do that'll pay 10x dividends, right? A huge payout in the future if you could stick to juggling just a few minutes every day. I want you to begin a juggling practice if you haven't already. I challenge you from this point on to just juggle for 1 minute every day, right? Just nice rhythmic juggling, nice and easy, right? So as your juggling improves, your touch is going to improve, your ball control on the field is going to improve, and you're going to be able to be more effective on the field, right? Because you know where the ball is going to be, because you can take the ball out of the air. You won't have to worry about trapping it, right? And then you could play maybe one-touch balls more effectively, one-touch passes, and maybe strike the ball better just by the simple practice of juggling for a few minutes every day. Also, grab yourself a tennis ball or a smaller ball when you're juggling, right? Let's say you drop the ball, then you switch to the tennis ball, right? A smaller ball will work on your precision, and when you work on a heavy ball and the light ball juggling at the same time, it's really going to sharpen your touch and make you that much more dangerous. So those are my two big suggestions. The third, which is going to improve your timing, coordination, rhythm, balance, striking, is this ball on a rope. This is a Skills, SKLZ, Skills Kick Trainer, $20 on Amazon. You can't beat it. It just allows you to have to get more volume of touches, and you could do it indoors, right? You could do it. You don't have to wait for anyone. You could just on your own time get a lot of touches, right? You could cram months of training into days or weeks with this simple ball on a rope, and you could just make it yourself too, right? It's a simple rope, duct tape, and a size 1 or size 2 ball, and you can be off to the races. So those would be my main 3 suggestions. The close fourth would be before, let's say you go into practices, before, after practice, if you get 2 cones and play 1v1 against some of your teammates with a smaller ball, ideally with a ball like this, and literally just practice going 1v1 against them. This is going to help you get on the field, right? When you increase the volume of your 1v1 situations, not only will you be more confident on the field, but it's going to help with how you position your body, and it's a lot of fun, right? Playing 1v1 is fun, especially when you're playing against players who are better than you. That's what you want to try to do, because then you're right. You could start to you're going to learn the moves that they use to beat you, right? It's just going to improve your overall development when you play 1v1 against better players. So I hope this helps. Reach out with any questions. Thank you for your time.